What's up? It's Lindsay with GypsyStarSeed. Today we are going to finish up the rest of the readings that I didn't do last night. Like I said, I got busy yesterday with human stuff, and by the time I sat down to do readings, it was like 1 a.m.-ish. I don't know. So we're going to start with Leo. We'll do Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Cancer, Virgo, and Capricorn. Really quickly, I wanted to let you guys know that down in the description, I will list any decks that I use that you can now purchase off of my site. The shipping times are a little bit longer, but that's so that I could promise you the absolute cheapest price. I do compare to Amazon, so even though Amazon might deliver a little bit quicker, you will get the decks cheaper from my site. And a lot of the decks that I have now, you can't even find on Amazon. I don't know really. Something is going on with Doreen Virtue, if anyone's familiar with her, and she's not selling a lot of her decks anymore. And so they're listed on Amazon for $150 a piece, which is just ridiculous. So I have a lot of those decks that are discontinued. So go through and check them out at claritycouture.com. And if you want to book a reading there, you can. And I will also be putting my coaching and more growth worksheet packages as well as courses. Because I did step away from the adult industry and started helping content creators, coaching them through how to create content as well as kind of really build up their career, because when you're a content creator, you're building up a brand around yourself, and there are a few things that have to shift so that you can actually genuinely run yourself as a business. So that will all be available to you guys. And let's get started. I ask my guides, my galactic guardians, my angels, my archangels, my ascended masters, and my ancestors, please help me to set my ego aside so that I can give the rest of the signs the message that is in their highest good today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this first deck is the Enchanted map by Colleen Barrett Reed. I don't know where I have little sticky notes for all of them, so I don't mess up the names, and I can tell you guys who they are, but I don't know where the sticky note for. So, alright, we're gonna start with Leo. Let me write down this time for you, Leo. Let's get started. What messages do you have for Leo, please? I'm on my yoga ball, by the way, guys. If you hear it moving around or whatever. Interesting. Okay. 1 second. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, there's something that you're trying to put together, Leo. You have all these really high ideas and wishes about it coming together, but it's you're having a bit of indecision about it, and there's unexpected. This is the unexpected visitors card that came up, but I'm not getting that it's a lot of unexpected visitors. You could have unexpected visitors. Sorry, I'm used to my camping here, but what I'm seeing is that it's actually unexpected. Not so much occurrences in life, but there are circumstances causing you to react in an unexpected way, and it's got you indecisive about certain things. And instead of going to other people for it, you're trying to handle everything on your own. And with this card, the only thing I ever hear is no man, woman is an island. You can't do everything on your own, Leo. Yeah, man. All right, let's go to the other deck, because they're done with that deck and get the other deck. I need my little sticky notes so I can tell you guys what these are. Okay, Enchanted map. Okay, and this is the Animal Spirit Oracle by Call it Baron Reed. I think I'm saying her name right. Someone please let me know if I'm mispronouncing it. 2 more shuffles, okay. Shuffle 2 more times. Yeah. Very interesting. You got the flamingo and the peacock spirit. These are both birds that I don't think a flamingo flies. Does a flamingo fly? I feel like they don't fly. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like these are two birds that don't actually fly. They're like, you know, land birds. They're Land Rovers. You're having a hard time embracing the balance between who you want to be and then who you want to be with someone else. And like every time I see a peacock, all I hear is, "I'm a peacock, just let me fly." You need to just embrace what's happening and understand that the transformation is beautiful, and it's gonna feel uncomfortable because it's new. It's not uncomfortable because it's bad. It's just uncomfortable because it's new. It's not something that you're used to, which is good. Your dimensions are growing, right? And they want you to remember to be loyal to what it is you love, you know, what your passion is that drives you. Now, this oracle is the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Yeah, like letting yourself flow through this, Leo, is bringing you to your soul family. Like, they're literally saying you don't have to do it alone. There are people around you that are there to help you, that are others that are keepers of the earth. Literally, both of these cards say you are not alone. You don't have to do it alone. Okay? You don't have to do it alone. You are not alone. And what's really interesting too is that you got elephants. Elephants are on this card. I feel like an elephant might be significant to you, Leo. And then you got an elephant on this card. There are obviously other animals, obviously, okay? But what I'm being told is that the elephant is significant to you, Leo. And then also, whenever I see two whales, two dolphins, and there are two of each on these, I see it as like your significant other or your partner or like your flame. Like, I don't usually like to pull in that way, but that's what I'm getting, is that this is something, the duality that you're feeling is because you're trying to separate yourself from your other half, or you're trying to keep a separation between the two when it's just time to mesh, if that makes sense. Which, if you've been really independent and on your own for a long time, that could be really, really overwhelming and super scary. But it's like, you're not alone, and all of the uncomfortable that you feel is due to your own indecision in your own mind. It's like you are holding on to the scary. Like, let go of it. Let go of the fear. Messages for Leo, please. Yeah, it's like almost like you're feeling like if you mesh, you're going to lose parts of yourself. But it's reminding you that your soul knows you are whole on your own, so it's okay. There's no separation from what is and what was. They want you to have beginner's mind about this, right? You get what you allow, so only allow what it is you seek. Stop looking towards the things that you're fearful of. And you're getting divine messages through synchronicities. You could be seeing 11 or 1111 a lot because you got the 11 card here, which is also, for a lot of people, significant of twin flames or like their significant other, their soulmate, whatever. Which soulmates and twin flames are two different things. We'll get into that another day. What is believed within manifests externally. So you have to let go of this fear that you have about this connection with another, because that's going to hold you back. All right, now that we have the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. This particular oracle deck helped me heal when I was going through a lot. I think it's... Who is it by? I don't think it's by Alana Fairchild. I can't remember who it's by. But this particular oracle was really helpful for me. So if you guys are going through some Dark Night of the Soul stuff, I would definitely check this oracle out for healing, in particular personal healing. If you're another reader, it's really great for readings as well. You got the number 9, and it's calling for allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. Yeah, you're like resisting this due to fear. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Can you just like be a good camera and do what you're supposed to do? Thank you. And then you got the passion card flipped upside down. So it's like, this is filled with passion, but it's like you're fueling it through fear and not through the passion of like unconditional love. And it's got you thrown off a little bit. And it's kind of like you're missing out on some like delight that could be happening because of it. Okay, Leo. I love you. Next we have a Scorpio. What is up a Scorpio? Y'all are super calm. Like, are you high right now, Scorpio? No shade, I'm with it. I smoke too, but it's like, I feel like I just took it. As soon as I clicked into your energy, it's like, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, man. Are we going to Jamaica, man? I love Jamaica, so maybe. Alright, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Okay, 4 shuffles. For this deck. Doo, doo, doo. See what we got for Scorpio. It's got a lot of feels right now. It's taking a lot of strength for you to hold on to it and not say anything. You got the 44 card, which goes into 8, which usually means abundance, but I feel like because you're not saying anything, this might be holding back a little bit of your abundance, Scorpio. I've never got this card before. It's a pretty card. It's called the Bone Collector, but it's reversed. There's a peacock feather, a bunny rabbit, a broken heart with a lock next to it. It's 10 minutes to 2 p.m. And it's the number 1 card, which is like, I always think the Magician with the 1. New beginnings. Bone Collector. You're not talking about things that have like, it's like past things. Like, you know, people dig up like dinosaur remains or shit like that. Like, it's like stuff is like from your past is being dug up and you still haven't talked about it. And it's literally weighing you down for not talking about it. Woo! Yeah, it's like the reason you don't want to talk about it, like it's like these feelings, these emotions, this inability to heal these things are like, it's like frozen in time. And it's like, it's causing you the things that you desire the deepest to not come to fruition because it's like you have this energy is petrified. I'm hearing petrified in your body, right? Your chakras. And until you can defreeze it, like thaw these emotions and dig up these old things that are holding you in this like deep cycle of trauma, like your wishes aren't gonna come true because you're not healing it. It's like it's like deep freeze. It's like the deep freeze, like frozen in time. Like you can't get it out. Like you're feeling like something needs to come to the rescue. Like, and then there's like, here's the thing too. You got the rescue card, which looks like, you know, like an island. And then you see how it like kind of drops off, but then like the next card you got was Magic Stream. Speak to me. What does this mean? No one's gonna come to your rescue. You have to be that for yourself, Scorpio. You have to heal this yourself. 7. Got the 8 there, 8 there. There's a 9. 12, which goes 3. You have to heal this yourself. Because once you do, it's going to be like a stream of abundance comes to you. But it's like, until you can heal this yourself, the reason you have to heal this is because until you can, no matter who you find outside of you to help you with this, Scorpio, if they disappear, that stream of abundance, that happiness, that jovial feeling for life, I never used the word jovial, so okay, those all disappear too, because you've given your power to another instead of healing what needed to be healed from you. There's something in you that, yeah, another person can like put a band-aid on a bullet wound, but it's not going to heal it. It's literally going to fester under that. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Call It Baron Reed. Like I said, all of the stuff will be in the description if you want to buy any of these. You're not surrendering, and you're not speaking your truth. And they're calling for you to surrender. Be loyal to, it says what you love, but I'm hearing be loyal to who you are. And then you got the hummingbird spirit. Be here now. Trust the mystery, okay? There's things that are happening in your life that you're afraid of having come to the light. But it's like, that's your truth. You can't hide from that. No matter where you run, Scorpio, there you are. Okay? Like, trust me. This is a girl that literally moved to Vegas in her 20s to try to run from her shit. It doesn't work. You're always going to be there when you wake up the next morning. Especially if it's at the end of the bottle. You're here for a bigger purpose, Scorpio. You're meant to help others, usher in the new age, the new era of energy. You need to trust your path. Like, if you knew you were supported, what would you do? They need you to understand you are supported. This is a hypothetical question that already exists. You are supported, but you don't have the faith behind yourself or your guides. Like, you could have a past life in Lemuria, because, like, I was even told to bring my Lemurian crystal over, and if any of you guys know anything about crystals, it's every other crystal, or every other thing is going to be, like, see those lines? And then there's nothing on this one, and then there's lines, and then there's nothing on this one, and then there's lines. Like, this is like, there are DNA activations in here, as well as, like, history from Lemuria. Because of this, I was called to pull it over, which I never ever pull this over. And then you got, like, the Lemuria card, but it's reversed. Like, you're not stepping into who you need to be, Scorpio. And you got the Palladian card. Are you fucking kidding? And it says double missions. So, like, you could have Starseed, Lemurian, and Palladian within your DNA. And you're a channeler. You're meant to channel. You're meant to uplift humanity. You're meant to help others. You're meant to guide and ushers into their selves so that they can do the same thing. You're not meant to be a leader. You're not meant to be like fucking like Hitler or anything like that, right? Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, you're meant to live your truth so fucking authentically that it inspires others to do the same. And you have the Palladians and the Lemurians there with you. Like, they're working with you. You have very high vibrational loving beings working with you, and they're just waiting for you to trust them enough to let them in, because it's a two-way path. They can't just barge in. Like, we live in a free will universe, which means you have to ask for their help. You have to say, hey, I'm ready for it. You can even lay in bed and be like, hey, what's up? Talking to the Lemurians and the Palladians. I wish to only speak to those of unconditional love for the highest good of the entire collective of Earth. You don't want to just be like, hey, let anybody in. Like, you really need to have the intent to reach the highest loving dimensional beings there are. But once you do that, you have a connection to them that is undying. I'm hearing undying. They love you. They love you. Like, you are so loved. You have no idea. What it feels like when one of these beings connects with your energy is it kind of feels like your favorite grandma giving you a hug. It's just all the love in the world. You smile, you cry, you feel silly, you have no idea why you feel this happy, and you don't care. Like, I'm hearing jovial, and I never fucking use that word. They really like the word jovial. This is the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. And yeah, you got the Delight card. They're trying to let you know that there's a delightful, undying, unconditional love that's trying to come down to you, but you have to be open to it. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. So it's like I said, you aren't meant to be like the leader of a pack or some shit like that. Like, sure, maybe you'll have employees or like, you know, whatever it may be for you, but you're not meant to be like someone that people bow down to. That's not what you're here for. What you're here to do is to just rise in your own power and make that your default mode, and understand that you are inspiring others even on your worst days, Scorpio. When you feel like you don't have anything going for you, you have to understand that you're inspiring others, and you're being the example by what it is you're living in. And the more you can live into your delight, the more you're going to inspire others, the more you're going to heal others and yourself, and in turn heal the grid lines. It's that fucking serious. I swear to you it is. Like that petty matrixy shit, you can't give a fuck about it. You really can't. You have bigger shit to worry about. I'm hearing bigger fish to fry. Not really a fish fryer myself. You're getting divine messages through synchronicity, Scorpio. Why do they always throw them on the ground? Fear consciousness was created to control the thoughts of those who carry fear within. That fear is a fucking liar, okay? If one cannot be present within self, they will be unable to be present within another. Go meditate, Scorpio. Go find your center so that you know when someone else outside of you is pulling you out of your center. You heard? All right, I love you guys. Now we have a Libra. What's up, Libra? How you doing? Yo, what's going on with you guys' back? The minute I click into your energy. Oh, it's right there. You guys feel high too. Is everybody stoned today? What's up? Bro. Not taking any of those. Get your shit together. You got a lot of feels. 21 could be significant to you, Libra. Because your time started at 21 too. Field of Dreams. Okay, Libra, you're trying to manifest some shit and like you're doing everything right, but you're not setting your intention. Like your intention isn't strong enough to carry it through, because you got the 21 and then the 32, which is the magic prayer card, but then you got the 22 card reversed, and like it's an owl sitting on eggs, and I always look at eggs as like the birth of like ideas and things. So it's like there's something that your intention is off, or you're not connecting what your goals are, what you're working to, with the intent. And if you were to do that, it would be like 9,000 times more powerful. Yeah, you got the compass card reversed. What are you confused about? Oh, somebody got you fucked up, Libra. Ooh, get all the way in your logic. It's time to get all the way in your logic. Because it's like, I always see this as a twin flame card. I don't like twin flame shit. I keep telling you guys that, but hey, it just pops up. What are you going to do? I don't know why, but I always see this as like a twin flame card. And that was reversed, and the compass is reversed. So it's like, you may be thinking that you missed out on something, but I need to tell you that that rejection was protection. It wasn't your true north. That wasn't where you were meant to be going. That wasn't who you were meant to come together with. And you're kind of like, I feel like a little bit lost on what you're trying to manifest now. Like I had a lot, I guess Libras, we love love, right? Yeah, that felt like your home.
is the card came out like this. So it's just like you're a little confused now, and you're not really quite sure what you want to manifest, and because of that, you're not. Got the bone collector too. Scorpio got that. Wait, did Scorpio get it or did Leo? I don't know. Yeah, it's like you're focused on shit that's like buried and done. Because you thought that was like your true north, but it wasn't. I'm hearing it wasn't your true north. It wasn't where you were meant to be going. It wasn't your path. Yeah, you're going back to the drawing board. You may be taking like some classes or like just really diving into like your own growth. And like there's the birth of something new through this. Like you know you need to take your time away, so you're doing that. Wow. Okay, Libra, like there's a lot of water energy here. Like you got the dolphin and the whale spirit. So I feel like you're taking time to look into what it is you're feeling and why you're feeling the way you're feeling, right? It's interesting too because she's sitting on like she's on the rocks, and that's like the ocean. So it's kind of like she's, you know, and I look at the ocean all as like emotions. You're diving into these emotions that you're having, and you're seeing what was true and what wasn't, and you're trusting it instead of just trying to make excuses, which is kind of what I feel you were doing in the past. Yeah, you're going back and forth. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. There's been 3 times that I've pulled the cards to shuffle them, and the yes card was there, then the no card was there, then the yes card was there. Like, you're going back and forth on this, and like, you need to just stop. It's dead, it's buried. You gotta let it go. Yeah, right now, you need to pay attention to the intuition you're getting, because you're getting stuff from the Akasha records, and your guidance is being divinely guided. And if you're focused on something outside of you that isn't meant for you, you're gonna miss it. This is really an important time for you to dive in to what it is you're feeling and understand that what you're feeling has nothing to do with anyone else. And it has everything to do with your own healing. It's all coming together. Like, you're getting intuitive hits for a reason. Alright? It's not for nothing. You gotta trust it. And you need to have the intent to let go of those things that don't serve you anymore, Libra. Libra, please. Libra, please. Yeah. It says meditate. It is within the stillness of self that inner understanding is reached. Yeah. Recondition who you were told to be to remember who you truly are, and the way you do that is like meditating. Okay, like inner understanding is what you're trying to find. That's the only one I want me to fucking pull for you. Okay. It's, Libra, you're so powerful and you're so connected to the ethers already. Like, that's just an automatic. Out of all the signs, you're the easiest, most easily connected. All you have to do is let yourself touch in a little bit. Like, it's like plugging in your cell phone. You have a longer cord. Okay, like you really do. You know, you got the prosperity card, but I feel like this prosperity won't come for you until you allow this transition. And like, I see this as like DNA upgrades. Like, that's literally how I view this card, is just like DNA upgrades as fuck. The frequency of transmission supports our deep understanding of that ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, surrender the process, and allow transition to occur with grace and ease. So it's like, once you do this, this prosperity is going to come flowing to you. And the frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our mind, body, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and richness that the universe provides. All right, Libra, I feel like you're gonna come through this just fine. Let go, let shit flow. You got this. I love you guys. All right, next we have Sagittarius. I feel like you guys got a lot of feels too. Like Libra was really emotional for being an air sign, where they usually sit into their logic. I feel like you're also pretty emotional about something right now, Sagittarius. You want me to really shuffle? So just give me a second. It's just for Sagittarius, please. Oh, Saggy. Listen. Every step that you're being given right now is divinely guided. Okay? Every single step. How did that get flipped over? Why do I see that as... Okay. Ugh, why do I keep saying this? Something with a disconnect from another has you feeling like you're no longer, like you felt like that connection had you like soaring, right? And now that that connection has been disconnected, you feel like you're stuck in the mud. Elephants with their trunks down are usually kind of like a bad, I don't want to say it's a bad omen, but there's, I think it's like having 11 elephants in your house with their trunks up. It's really good luck. Like an elephant with the trunk up is a really good omen. My dad was obsessed with them in high school, and I remember just being like, that's weird, but okay. But I got him so many elephants with their trunks up every chance I got. So I see this as like, I don't know what it means when an elephant has their trunk down, but I don't think that it's like a happy thing, right? Like, unless they're eating some peanuts. But if you're stuck in the mud, like you're kind of like, I don't feel like you're eating peanuts. You're stuck in the mud. They want you to ride this out. They want you to ride the wave, and let it happen the way it's supposed to naturally happen, organically. I'm hearing, because like if you look, I always look at the dolphins and the giraffes as like twin flames, or like little, like a couple, right? And this is, somebody is riding the dolphin, ushering that energy in, and then the same with this little stork, ushering that energy in, and it says come together. So it's like, once you allow this energy to come through and you just, all right, fuck it, like I'm just gonna let the shit flow. Whatever happens, happens. Excuse me. Trying to shuffle, it's not shuffling. Once you adapt that energy, you come out of being stuck in the mud and you start riding that shift, that energy shift, and it becomes something that you can work with instead of working against it. Lots of shuffles for you guys. But like if it half shuffles, I have to start over everything, so. There you go. That's just for Sagittarius, please. Yeah, you're having a hard time like just watching and waiting for something to come to fruition. Like you're fearing it's not going to come to fruition, so you're trying to force it. You can't do that. That's the opposite energy that you need right now. Yeah, and you may be like, you may be a little selfish with your energy right now, but they want you to be playful, have some fun, and believe in yourself and believe in what you're working towards, because it's not for nothing. I keep hearing that today. It's not for nothing. A lot of the signs feel like what they're doing is worthless. It's not going to add up to anything. They want you to know that sometimes life stings, and it's time to let go of the stuff that you've been holding on to just because it hurts. Like, quit living in the past. Like, why are you holding yourself in a holding pattern of pain when you know that when you think about that or go back to that or whatever it is, replay that, you're in pain? Why is that your default mode? That needs to change. You need to look at why you're choosing to go back to that. Like, and identifying with that as who you are because something happened to you. That's becoming bitter and not becoming better, and that's not going to help you or anyone that you're meant to help on your mission. You're here for a bigger reason, Sagittarius, and playing the poor me isn't going to fix anything. Why? That flew over the table. Under the light. To grandmother's house we go. God. Trip over my computer cord. Fall into the... Y'all are not happy about these messages you're getting. And look at me. Do I give a fuck? No, I don't. You need to hear it. And I'm the bitch that'll give it to you. What's up? Alright, you gotta share your voice. You need to come out of the cave. Understand that persecution isn't gonna happen and your expression is needed. Alright, there's some shit you've been holding in for a while, and it's also causing you to just relive this pain. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This pain is meant to bring out the god or goddess in you. It's not meant to bring out the golem. That wasn't me. I don't even watch that stupid show. Or whatever. It's a movie, right? Hobbit? Or whatever. Anyway, The Lord of the Rings. Excuse me. Whoever was like the Lord of the Rings. Okay. They want you to tune into the portal of your own heart and devote yourself to that. Wow. Y'all need to do your soul work. Don't get bitter, get better. Pull out the god or goddess in you instead of the golem in you. Oh my gosh. There's nothing to gain from focusing on pain. Let go. Yeah, why are you identifying with this, Sagittarius? To give you a reason to be in, like, victim mode? Sorry, we don't do that here. Stop it. It's ridiculous. You're a goddess, god, whatever. Okay? Whatever your sex. You're a badass. Act like it. Every thought created, it is an energetic transmission, meaning that you're holding yourself in this past and you're identifying with it. So the only energetic transmission that can come back to you is more of this terrible, painful past. You have to understand that you alone, no one around you, no circumstance is putting you where you are right now. It's you, and you have to do what you need to do to pull yourself out, which is let go. All it requires is you to stop thinking about it. Ascension begins when one allows themselves to live in feeling versus living in logic. You aren't ascending through this. You're not transmuting through this energy because you refuse to let yourself feel it. You have to feel it so that you can heal it. You're not healing it. You're just focusing on it and using it as the excuse to why you're acting and being the way you are, and that's got to stop. It's not doing anything for you or anyone else. You're meant for bigger things here. Trigger warning. Not my problem. It's really not. I only had 1 cup of coffee today, okay? Yeah, your perception of shit is fucking up your prosperity. Wow. Kind of how Libra had that too. They weren't this bad though. They weren't this bad. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone, which right now your comfort zone is identifying with all the terrible shit that has happened to you in your life. Stop it. To find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. They need you to start perceiving things for what they are and not from your trauma. You're viewing everything through a trauma filter right now. And it's fucking up the dynamic of your harmony of life. The frequency of dynamics supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. You're holding on to everything that's familiar, and baby girl, baby boy, whoever I'm talking to, the things you're holding to is trauma that is literally holding you back from fucking prosperity. You have to let go of this shit because you have so much that's waiting for you on the other end, and all you have to do is step through it. That's literally how you heal it. You step right through that bitch. Alright, I have to tinkle, so I have to stop these readings. I love you guys. The next readings will have Cancer, Virgo, and Capricorn. Namaste.